everyone. I'm Patty Wagner at the Big Blue Canopy, and I just want to say hello to everyone out there. We miss all our families and our friends. This is kind of a trying time, but we're all in this together. So I just want to tell you that we'll continue our live Facebook at noon on the weekdays, and then we're also starting tomorrow, March 24th, we're going to do telehealth. So that way we can offer OT, PT, and speech therapy services, and we can do that. And if you have a tablet, computer, or smartphone, and how you can find out more information is you could call us at 513-880-6800 or info@bigbluecanopy.com. So, but I hope you guys are doing the breathing exercises that I went over last week on Monday, because I think we all need that. So, but today I kind of wanted to really do something fun and do some brain and body work for you. I'm going to be doing a thing called Somethings, and I'll show you some ways to modify that in the home environment, but it's called Balavize X. And Balavize X is rhythmic movement exercises, and it entails like balance, auditory, vision, and it's deeply rooted in rhythmic exercises, okay, for brain and body integration. And my daughter here, Emily, if you remember her Monday, say hi, Em.
Hello.
She came to work with me today, so bring your kid to work day. So this was designed by Bill Hubert, who I learned this therapy technique through. And he's actually an educator, and he is an educator at Wichita, Kansas. And when he first started doing this, he did it for kids that kind of for special needs kids. And then they did the whole school. And what was really neat in their research, they found that the kids' scores in all their academics went up tremendously. So, you know, it just goes to show you how to integrate the whole body, mind and body, and it helps across the board. So, and like, what kids would benefit from this? Well, kids that maybe have difficulty with eye movements, you know, you use that when you look at the board, and then you look down and look at the board, or when you're reading, or that kind of thing. Maybe you have difficulty of a kid that has difficulty with their movements. They're kind of rigid or stiff, or kind of the opposite, where they're maybe floppy or that kind of thing, so that would help with that. Maybe a kid that has limitations in motor planning, with both their gross motor, large muscles of the body, or fine motor, how they manipulate things with their hands. It can also be used like for helping with executive functioning skills and all sorts of things. So I just wanted to cover that briefly. So when I was instructed in this, we used both racquetballs and we used beanbags, heavier beanbags than this. But if you don't have racquetballs, you can use tennis balls. But today I'm going to focus in on the racquetballs today, okay? Or your tennis balls. So, you ready, Emily? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, what we're going to do first is we're going to start out by doing a two-hand, one-ball bounce. You ready? Mm-hmm. So, bounce, catch, pause. Bounce, catch, pause. Bounce, catch, pause. And keep on going. What you want to look for is you don't want the kid to do it so hard or so light, but you're looking for that rhythm, timing, motor sequencing, and that kind of thing. Okay? You can mix that up and go. You ready? So we can let it bounce twice and then catch. Ready? Go. Bounce, bounce, catch. Bounce, bounce, catch. Okay? Or she could do it one-handed. Ready? And pick whatever hand they want to start with. Okay? So bounce, catch, pause. Bounce, catch, pause. Bounce, catch, pause. Other hand. So when she's got it with her dominant hand, then she'd switch over to her non-dominant hand. Okay? Good. And then you could also do, like we could do together, and she could listen. You know, not, she needs to watch what she's doing, not what I'm doing. But, okay, Emily, I'm going to start, and then when I say go, you try to match. So you have to listen and match the sound and keep the rhythm. Okay? Yeah. Okay, you ready? Go. And then I can vary it, maybe do it faster. And then she matches that. Or I could do it slower. You're watching me out here for English. Okay. The other thing you can do, I'm sorry, I'll give that back. You can go right to left and left to right. Ready? Go. Bounce, catch. Bounce, catch. She's, again, keeping that rhythm, and she's putting in a pause. Okay? Good. And she can even do things like bounce, catch behind the back. Bounce, catch behind the back. Go ahead. Good. Now, let's say Emily's doing this and she's just like, you know, and she goes like this and the ball just goes and maybe the kid will go like that and get all excited. Don't worry about it. I just go, okay, go get your ball. And then I bring them back and I go, okay, reset. And they take a deep breath. They kind of have to reset their body, get it back, and then start again, and that kind of thing. Now, when you're doing this one, it's kind of like at a V. So sometimes I'll put like a dot on the floor. You know, you could even use like painter's tape. This is where you want to stay. And a lot of kids sometimes will go this. They'll jump over here or jump over here. And so maybe I might, you know, put something here, like try to stay in this area, because some of my kids are just a little all over, and they like that. That's what they do with their body, but I kind of want to get them so they can hold their body more still while they're doing this upper body work, okay? The other thing you could do is bounce, catch, clap, pause. Bounce, catch, clap, pause. Go ahead. Bounce, catch, clap, pause. Bounce. So I'm giving verbal, but if she's got it, then I can just be quiet. And she can do it, you know, right. And then she could do it on her own, okay? So I start to fade the amount of support that I give to her, okay? So if you get real good at that, you could do 2 balls, okay? I'll give you that. And this one we could do where we could just drop them at the same time. So your vision has to go look, like this. Bounce, pause. Go ahead. And if at any time she drops it, just bring back, reset, and start again, okay? And then she can also do alternating. So she could go right hand, and then you could, as you get better and you motor play that, you could do it quicker, okay? You can even do things like, because you always want to start where they're at, and then you slowly start to scaffold that harder and harder. So I can do this. I can go, okay, I want you to do alternating bounce, walk up, walk back, cross, sideways, back the other way, that kind of thing. I've even done kids where I've integrated like executive functioning into it, okay? Or like, okay, Emily, I want you to do alternating bounce, 2 balls, alternating bounce, go all the way up to where that line is right there, and all the way back, okay? And I want you to name types of food. Okay. Ready? So we're pulling in the language center in addition to the motor coordination. Ready? Go.
Shakes, kumquats, cucumbers, bananas, strawberries, apple pie.
Good job. Now let's say, Emily did that very well. So let's say, okay, I want you to pay attention to what you're doing and don't pay attention to me, because I'm going to try to distract you, but don't let me distract you. And do the same thing, okay? Food category, up and back. You want to do foods or you want to do sports?
We can do sports.
Okay, we'll do sports. You ready? But don't pay attention to me. Ready? Go. Oh boy, the other day, I've been on this cool roller coaster ride. So she has to maintain her focus and attention and not pay attention to me. So that's a kind of a fun way to do it, okay? The other thing you could do is, we've done partners where either one ball or two. You want to try it? Okay, stand right there. You want to do one ball first? Yeah, yeah. You ready? So we'll do a two-hand catch. Ready? Okay, back. Catch. Okay. Or you could do two ball. Ready? Oh gosh. So we're keeping that rhythm and flow. If you want to get real tricky, here we go. Three ball. Okay, ready? And when I do this, my ball is going to go in the middle, her ball is slightly here. But again, she has to do that in kind of a V fashion. Okay, you ready? Go. 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 Good. Okay. And if you're really good, you can do things like, we did the one ball behind the back, okay? But you can make it even harder. You already got it, sorry. Okay, two ball behind the back. Ready, go. Slow it down a little. Good, reverse. Now, if that's too hard and the person, I'll say, okay, and then I'll go back to maybe one ball and then I'll slowly, but I just don't, she's been practicing a little while for this, okay? Okay, so another thing you could do, if you have a kiddo and let's say, you know, you have to, where they are developmentally. So if you have a younger kid, they're just learning ball skills, it might be a larger ball. Or there's all different types that have tactile that make it easier to hold on to, like this and this, you know, depending on where the kid is. But you can also do like, okay, like, we'll do a fun game with it. You ready? Okay. And if you don't have blocks at home like this, you have old Tupperware or whatever you could, and they could knock that down, or bowling pins or whatever. Okay, you ready? Whoop. Okay, turn toward me. Okay, so let's pretend Emily's a much younger kid. And ready, position, Emily. Okay, you ready? So we're gonna do this. We're gonna toss and catch 3 times, and then you could try to knock that down. You ready? Okay, face me, square off to me. Ready? Go. Ready, go. Okay, and get. There you go. Good job. Okay, you could also do things like how we can integrate that in academics. So let's say the kid is working on letter sounds or whatever. So they can do this. Okay, you got a kid in preschool, kindergarten, whatever, and let's say you're working on, okay, find the letter B. So they can go, bounce to the B. Okay, B, what sound does a B make? Ba. What begins with B? Big blue canopy, there you go. So, or you use B in a sentence, you know, a word that begins with B in a sentence. You know, the balloon floated up in the air, or, you know, whatever, you get the idea. Okay. With other kids, sometimes I had to, excuse me, Emily, sometimes I have to have them where I say, okay, you're gonna first, some of our kids use like visual schedules. So first you're gonna sit at the table, then we're gonna do our ball game, okay? So some kids need that, more of that structure. And then sometimes I'll use like, okay, we're gonna do this how many times? Okay, that's 1, 2, or whatever. So they're sitting at the table, and maybe you set your clock on the stove, or this is a visual timer, you know, you can get these on your phone too. But I can put that, and then I can say, okay, I want you to do 10 math problems, and then ball work. So you're getting that brain and body integration, and then you're still getting all the academics. And I did that when my son was younger. We did all sorts of fun things, and it really makes learning fun. So And also in your home, you can do things like setting up obstacle courses. So, you know, we don't have a balance beam like we have here at home, but we could have painter's tape, or we could have, this has kind of a line on the floor because of how the wood design is, and they can walk on that, hopscotch, do ball work, you know, and that kind of thing. So think of fun and creative things to do, okay? I think, anything else, Emily? Okay, I think that's a good amount of things to get started on. So, but we wish you all well. We miss all of you guys, and thanks a lot. And tomorrow tune in because Julie will be talking about some brain and body integration work through Brain Gym. So that should be fun. So bye and take care.